There's a point in your NoFap journey where the fire disappears, where the drive vanishes, where women no longer make your heart skip, and the world feels grey. This is the flatline. It hits you like a ghost. You expected superpowers, but instead, you feel like a corpse in a waking body. No motivation, no libido, no joy. You think something's broken, but this is exactly where the transformation begins. This is the metamorphosis, the cocoon stage of masculine rebirth. And here's the science behind why it happens, and how to rise from the ashes. Let's begin with what happens to your brain when you quit the endless cycle of artificial pleasure. Pornography hijacks the brain's reward system. Each time you watch it, your brain releases an intense surge of dopamine, more than real-life intimacy ever could. Dopamine is the neurotransmitter responsible for pleasure, motivation, and reward. According to research published in Nature Neuroscience, porn triggers dopamine spikes comparable to those seen in drug addiction. Your brain starts rewiring itself. It adapts to these artificial spikes by lowering natural dopamine sensitivity. It's called downregulation. So when you suddenly cut it all off, your brain crashes. There's no longer a dopamine surge to fill the void. Your baseline is flat. This is the flatline. Your brain is healing, but it feels like it's dying. Dr. Valerie Voon, a neuroscientist at Cambridge, studied porn addiction in the brain. Her findings show that heavy porn users display activity similar to cocaine addicts. Same regions, same patterns, same withdrawal symptoms. That means your flatline is not mental weakness. It's neurochemical withdrawal. It's your brain unlearning addiction. So what are the symptoms of the flatline? Let's list them one by one, so you know you're not going crazy. Zero libido. Even the hottest person doesn't stir you. Brain fog. Your thoughts feel slow, muddy, and scattered. Depression or emotional numbness. You feel detached from life. Fatigue, no energy, even after sleep. Anxiety or emptiness. Especially social anxiety. Lack of motivation. You stop caring about goals, fitness, or progress. Weird dreams, often hypersexual, vivid, or confusing. If this is you, you're in the thick of it. But you are not alone. And you are not broken. Now let's break down the stages of the flatline, so you know what to expect and how to endure. Stage 1. The dopamine crash. Days 1 through 7. You feel energized at first, excited, motivated. You think you've made it. But this is just the dopamine that's still in your system. By day 3 to 7, it plummets. You'll feel tired, numb. Some report headaches or chills. This is your body entering withdrawal, much like caffeine or sugar detox, only deeper, because it rewires your primal instincts. Withdrawal from sexual addiction mimics other process addictions, mood swings, cravings, insomnia. You might feel like you're dying, but you're not. Your brain is rewiring. Stage 2. The flatline valley. Days 7 through 30. This is the dark night of the soul. The desert. Your libido is gone. Your energy is low. Your motivation is non-existent, and you question why you started this at all. This is where most men relapse, because they expect to feel powerful, but instead feel powerless. But this is the most critical phase. This is where new neural pathways begin forming. It takes roughly 21 to 30 days to begin forming new healthy habits. But in that time, you'll be uncomfortable, emotionally flat, even spiritually lost. Here's what you do. Don't expect arousal, don't chase it, don't test yourself, let it be. Let the nervous system reboot. Cold showers help. Exercise helps. Sunlight helps. But most of all, patience helps. Stage 3. The rise, days 30 to 60. Your system begins to stabilize. You notice small shifts. You might suddenly get random morning wood again. Or you find your eyes locking with someone beautiful and feeling something again. It's subtle, but it's real. This stage is fragile. You might still have moments of flatness, but your dopamine receptors are starting to normalize. Abstinence restores dopamine D2 receptors over time. Your pleasure threshold begins to return to baseline. You can enjoy nature, food, music, conversations, not just pixel-induced euphoria. This is also where discipline compounds. You begin to trust yourself. You see that this pain had a purpose. Stage 4, the awakening. Days 60 to 90 and beyond. This is where many men report feeling like themselves again, but better, stronger, sharper, more in control. Sexual urges return, but they are no longer compulsive. You choose rather than react. Women notice your energy. It's not about being horny. It's about presence, and presence is magnetic. Your body language changes, your voice deepens, your eyes pierce, because you're no longer enslaved. Even a short period of abstinence boosts testosterone. But more importantly, your androgen receptors become more sensitive. Your body begins to respond more to the testosterone you already produce. So you're not just more masculine chemically. You're more masculine behaviorally, assertive, driven, clear-headed. This is what the flatline hides from you. That gold comes after the desert. Now here's how to push through it, because it's one thing to understand and another to endure. Exercise daily. Resistance training releases dopamine and increases testosterone. Consistent strength training raises dopamine receptor density. You feel good because you earn it, not because you stole it from your future self with a screen. Get sunlight. Morning sun boosts serotonin, which is a precursor to melatonin and dopamine balance. Even 10 to 20 minutes a day regulates your circadian rhythm, which helps your mood stabilize, especially during Flatline's darkest days. Cold showers activate the sympathetic nervous system, release endorphins, increase willpower, and fight depression. It's a shock, but it jolts the system back into life. Social connection, not isolation. Flatline makes you want to withdraw. But isolation feeds relapse. Talk to a friend, join a community. The brain is wired for bonding, not scrolling. Purpose-driven work. Replace the time you used to waste with skill building. Learn, build, create. Deep work leads to happiness more than passive entertainment. The more absorbed you are in meaningful work, the less room there is for craving. Meditate, still the mind. Flatline creates mental chaos. Meditation trains focus. It reduces cortisol and strengthens the prefrontal cortex. That's your inner commander. Strengthen him. Don't test the waters. Don't peak, not even a little. Because every peak reactivates the addiction circuit. Relapse often begins long before actual indulgence. It begins with the trigger, the image, the memory. Cut it off at the root. And remember this. The flatline doesn't mean you're broken sexually. It means your sexuality is being refined. It's purifying, redirecting, becoming sacred again. In ancient traditions, sexual energy was seen as fuel for transformation. The life force, the source of charisma, magnetism, even higher intelligence. And during the flatline, that energy goes inward. It's stored. It rebuilds your nervous system, your heart, your masculine essence. So when it returns, it's not lust. It's power, but only if you endure, only if you don't give up when the void comes. Your body knows how to reset, but you have to trust it. In a world addicted to instant pleasure, the man who endures the flatline owns himself. He is no longer a boy chasing release. He is a king building inner sovereignty. NoFap is not just about quitting something. It's about becoming someone. And the flatline is the crucible where your old self dies and the new one is forged. So when you feel nothing, when your body feels numb and your mind screams for the old escape, smile, because this is the fire that burns away the weakness. Endure the silence, endure the boredom, endure the void, and soon you'll hear the roar of your real self returning. You are not empty, you are evolving. Subscribe, join the True Avalon tribe,